If you just came here for the absolute mayhem of the lightning storm, then you can jump ahead to 22 minutes. But otherwise, you can stay here and enjoy our time in Cartagena. It's a beautiful city and we enjoy that first before we kick off and go sailing up to Santa Marta. Also, we're almost at 20,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet, you can put a huge smile on our faces by hitting that subscribe button. Also, let us know in the comments below if you would have done something different in the lightning storm. Enjoy! Have you ever wanted to sail around the world but don't know anything about sailing? Well, that was us just a short time ago, so sail along with us and learn from our mistakes. We spent 2 years fixing up an old catamaran, and in just 10 months we've sailed up to Alaska and all the way down to Panama while fixing the boat along the way. We're out here making our dreams come true with our new crew member Coconut, who we found abandoned on a small island. This trip has already been a life-changing experience, so hit subscribe and join us as we sail around the world on this massive adventure. I can't stop smiling. Ta-da! We're in Cartagena and we're so excited. We're in a new country, we're in a new place to explore, and we're just excited. Let's go have fun.
So we're all checked in and everything, as you would have said in last episode, and that is definitely not the way you want to go, hon. There is definitely water there. And yeah, we're gonna go check out an old fort maybe, and an old town, a bunch of old stuff.
So, this is where we're going. It is a fort built by the Spanish in the 1600s by slaves, and it was built by the Spanish to fight or to protect themselves against the English. So yeah, very, very old, and it's one of the highlights in Cartagena.
And in case you're wondering, yes, we are in the middle of the street right now. But that's what the little man said to do when it came to crossing. So we're just kind of hanging out here. Ooh, there's a bus.
That is a chica.
Oh yeah. Can't quite figure out what this guy is, but I suppose some sort of conquistador. I don't even know how to say that.
It's conquistador.
Conquistador? Some sort of Spanish guy.
He's got a pointy sword. There is a ton of honking that goes around here for communication purposes, but it's like beep 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 beep.
Lots of scooters, lots of little buses, lots of decorative buses, and not that many cars.
Yeah.
So one thing that's really funny here is that everything is in the thousands, like the cost of things. So to come in here is 33,000 pesos each, but that's actually 3,000 is $1, $1 Canadian dollar, so even less American dollars. So yeah, it's crazy. Everything is in thousands and thousands and thousands, but it's actually really cheap.
Do you realize that we are now millionaires?
Yeah.
Because we have more than $1,000 in the bank?
Yeah. Anyway, how cool is this place?
It's awesome. A lot of people asking if you want tours, but they're not too hassly about it.
Yeah, and selling lots of things, and it's a great view over the city as well. We'll show you once we get to the top.
There is so much stuff for sale, but everybody is being incredibly polite. And if you're not looking like you're interested, they don't even bug you. It's awesome. It's definitely not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be like very, very much yelly and buy this, buy that. We were told not to wear our sunglasses inside the tunnels, but I'm a rebel. You would not believe how much I cannot see anything right now. And there's echoes everywhere. I'm gonna stop my rebel ways.
This is actually so cool. These tunnels go all the way underneath the fort. There's like hundreds of meters of them. It's super cool. I can imagine back in the day, getting attacked and running through to get to the right spot to load the cannon and fire.
I can imagine back in the day having to duck through every single one of these tunnels, not making it to my cannon fast enough, and being the reason this fort falls.
The Spanish were a lot shorter.
So we're gonna go through one more tunnel, but it looks like see, there's a line, so it's like extra tunnely or something.
You're really gonna have to duck.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And there's someone doing a tour, so maybe we just like listen. Oh, it's in Spanish. Never mind. We're screwed. Nope, got nothing. So this is like the average height of the tunnels here. It's hazardous to my health. This has a set of stairs that are definitely not health and safety certified. They go straight. This is a ladder that you're about to walk down.
I mean, the tunnels are perfect height for me.
I was told the way that I went was a dead end, but it's not. I have successfully made it out in front of everyone. And I thought it was a dead end, eh, Anthony?
Shortcut.
Looks like other people took my shortcut too.
I got lost.
Call me a cannon.
Ooh. There's a cannon up there. And if you know me and Yvette and I, we love ourselves some cannons. So there is tape all around this cannon here, but there's no sign explicitly saying not to ride the cannon. You know what to do. Are those cannonballs or not really?
Not really. They're connected.
Oh.
So I thought we were at the top, but we weren't quite. Some more steps. So I've got the line of sight directly at these car dealerships down here.
Is this going to be like the battleship where you touch a bunch of buttons and then the captain tells you don't touch that, but you already did?
This is such a sick view.
Here we see Yvette in her natural habitat. Monica is about to vogue. Anthony is striking a pose. It's honestly like the sickest view of the city, and no one is over here taking pictures because they're all taking pictures in other places, and we just found it, and it is unreal cool. I mean, well, you guys just saw it. It's awesome. This place is awesome. This fort is awesome. And now it's starting to clear out, so there's not as many people, which is our style.
So we're now well and truly at the top of the fort. There's a really great view across the city and the ocean behind me. But I think it's about time we explored more of the old city of Colombia.
Anthony just found the cutest cannon ever. It might not look like a cute cannon until you zoom in, and it's a kitty.
Is kitty friendly?
Kitty might be friendly, but Kitty is sleeping. So we're noticing a trend here. There's a lot of cats inside the fort, and the dogs are all on the outside of the fort. So we know who's winning the battle here.
Yeah, the cats planned all of this.
There's a lot of people here waiting for a photo. A lot. That's why you gotta go to like the less traveled places in the fort.
We made it to Colombia.
Real mature, real mature.
We just stumbled across this place.
It's a chocolate museum, and they have a grand piano.
A chocolate piano.
It's chocolate.
Chocolate beer. You know what it is?
No, there's kids playing it. There's no prices anywhere in this chocolate museum, which leads me to believe we can't afford it.
It smells so delicious though.
Kind of like chocolate.
But to like extreme level.
Yeah. Like expensive chocolate.
So this is the cocoa plant, or cacao, or cocoa, I don't know, chocolate plant basically. And Anthony, who we've been traveling with, used to live in Colombia. He actually grew up here in like high school years. And he said this just grew everywhere where he lived, which is in the south of Colombia. Just this, everywhere. Pretty cool. I love chocolate too, by the way, in case you didn't know already.
We're about to get chocolate beer.
One for you. Cheers to chocolate beer in the land of the chocolate. I mean, I know I'm gonna like Colombia when they have chocolate beer.
Cheers! Cheers!
Chocolate beer!
We have managed to find Little Italy in Cartagena. There's like pasta and pizza stores everywhere, at least like 7 or 8 of them here, and a bunch of bars and stuff. Everything's Italian. It's great, but we're looking for the Colombian part of the old city of Colombia. So we've just stumbled upon this street, and it is like very lively and very flaggy, and there's lots of people selling stuff. Hopefully little bits of food that we can have.
Wow, it's so bright. So cool. I love traveling so much.
Souvenir for the fridge.
Anthony is trying to tell us that whatever this shot is, that he won't tell us what it is very smooth and we can sip it.
First,
So smooth.
What?
So smooth.
I can't do that.
Oh, I wanna sip on that all day.
is
What are they doing?
no, but
This is the way you do it.
first is like the first is
It's smooth.
You literally just
It's smooth. I have no idea what they're going on about. And that's not how you drink aguardiente. I'm sorry. That isn't. Did you taste?
He's right wing.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but in my defense, I thought it was gonna be terrible.
I mean, my eyes are watering.
Gracias.
Yummy.
Oh my god.
But what is it?
It's a pop with beer. It's called
Hey.
Cola Cola.
Pop and cerveza. Cheers.
Empanadas.
Una persona es how they're what? Papa y pollo.
Yummy.
There's so many people out. I know we must have found like the fun area. It is awesome.
It is. I was lost in people watching.
The taster. Which one do you like better?
Strawberry wow. Mango.
I told you you would take the strawberry one.
I chose that one.
I chose the strawberry one, but I told her she could have whichever one she wanted that tasted better.
Vale, me regalas el.
Cheers.
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 Entonces,
100 y me regalas el de coral.
Hot.
it's fresh out of the fire. Burn.
Saber cuál es. Pero no lo tenemos
Filming
acá.
it random now, running.
Cebolla, tiene
Pero
ají
This is so
y
good.
tiene salsa de tomate.
So this is the old city wall. So the old city is all down there. And then I guess the new city is over this bridge here. And the wall kind of goes on there. And it's really cool. You can see it. We could see it from when we were up on the old fort and everything. So, but yeah, massive, massive wall that surrounds the old city.
The bathroom now is
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bye, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
All right, now that they're gone, let's go to the bar. No, I'm kidding. There's a tall ship that just pulled in last night or this morning, and we're gonna go check it out.
So there it is. It's called the Gloria. It's a square rigged vessel. We're not actually allowed to go right up to it, not at the moment anyway. There was a sailor right there, but yeah, he even wasn't sure when they're opening it to the public. So we just have to watch from here. We might take a dinghy ride right up to it later once we've done a quick shop and go back to Supernova after that and then start heading off.
It's a Santa Marta.
So we're getting some stainless steel chain for the boat. We've got a couple of really exciting ideas that we want to use it for, and we've actually been looking for it for a very long time, and we finally found it randomly in this shop here. So you will see once we use it.
It's potentially a low quality stainless, so we're gonna pick it up because we can still use it. But we're gonna leave it on the boat for a bit before we do one of the more technical installs of it,
Yeah.
just to see if it rusts or whatever.
So this is the second boat shop or chandlery that we've found, and it's got a whole range of things as well. And just walking around, we've found a number of things that we need, one of which is the dinghy repair kit, not the actual PVC, but the special glue, 2-part glue, which works really well usually. And they only have a big thing of it that's like $70, but we didn't find it at the last place. We don't have any, and that's all they've got. So we're going to get it because the dinghy has been very, very flat every time. Like, it goes down very quickly now, so that's good.
We didn't even realize it. We were like in a behind the counter area and they didn't say anything. And so we were like shopping behind the counter at like the bulk section of where everything was when it wasn't put out yet. And they just had someone following us around. And when we wanted something, they would like take it out because we were wondering why it was so hard and why everything was like kept in packages of like 50, but so kind in that.
At the very
Yeah, so kind in that shop.
yeah, we found a bunch of different things that we needed and we didn't know we needed, or we didn't remember we needed, but they're all going to be really useful.
How much was it?
207,000 pesos. Short walk back to the marina and the dinghy, pump it back up so we can get going, and then it will be a one-night passage to Santa Marta.
You don't even need to fix this. Just travel around with the pump.
Good.
I don't know what we're gonna do when it gets like real busy and there's tons of dinghies. There's like 5 dinghies and I can't even like get out without hitting a bunch.
Yeah, it's a pretty busy marina, lots of boats here in Cartagena, like local boats, motorboats and fishing boats.
It's a wavy marina.
Yeah, no one slows down.
and there's no protection from like all the boats that pass by, so you shake just as much of the marina as you do like at anchor.
Yeah. And they're all like, it's med moored, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're med moored, so all the boats start kind of rocking around with each other as when the boats come past playing. We've got our favourite drinks that we started finding since Mexico. There's apple juice that's fizzy, which we love. All different types everywhere, but they love it here. I wish they had it in Australia.
So just on the way back from the shop, and we decided to take our own little tour of the tall ship Gloria, or square ship Gloria, or whatever type of Gloria you call this ship. But it looks pretty sweet up close.
Looks really cool. So there's some actual sailors standing right at the front, like dressed in
All white?
all white, proper sailing uniform. We don't know much more about the ship, really.
Because it is closed for tours.
Yeah.
And that concludes Supernova's tour of the tall ship Gloria. So that's how close these boats pass to us, like all the time. It is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Well, we had a great time with our friends, and it's been a bit sad to say goodbye to them here today. But we had a really great time here in Cartagena. It's been short and sweet. The reason we're leaving so soon is because a potential weather window is opening up to get us between Colombia and the ABC Islands, or Colombia to Aruba. And that doesn't come that often, so we really want to start heading north in case it turns out to be a real potential weather window and we can make it across. In case you don't know, we're really going the wrong way around. We're going against the wind. The prevailing winds normally come this way and we're going against them. The reason we're doing that is because we really want to get to the Caribbean. And even though tonight might be quite rough, it's obviously not going to be as rough as it has been in this anchorage anyway. So we're quite happy to start heading up. And we're going to make it to hopefully Santa Marta by sundown tomorrow. That's the plan. And yeah, this happens like 50,000 times a day, and it's very, very rolly. So we're ready to get going.
I believe you are underestimating the amount of boats that pass by.
Yeah, not 50,000. You're right. I'm underestimating. About 10 billion million.
Let's fire up them engines.
Yeah. Anchors up.
Auto guidance to Santa Marta. Make sure I don't hit anything.
That's important.
Start nav. So what we do is we set up the auto guidance so it shows us like the basic path, and we usually do that when we're going to be motoring and we don't have to adjust it very much. And then we'll then go on like our own route and go like further away from land and stuff like that. I think there's a way to set up how close you can get to land with the auto guidance, but we don't know it yet. So
yeah, we haven't done that yet, but it's good to have that guide there that we can then kind of follow a bit.
Yeah, it tells us like how long until we get there and stuff, and
yeah, it's pretty good. All right. So as you can see, that side of the anchorage is all cargo ships and containers and cranes, and that side of the anchorage is the beautiful city. It's pretty cool. So it's not my shift at the moment, but I got woken up by a super, super bright and loud lightning and thunder pretty much at the same time. So I was stressed that we'd been hit. I'm a really heavy sleeper, and yeah, I just woke up instantly and saw it and heard it, and the boat shook. But the electronics seemed to be okay. the wind's gone up between 25 and 30. Yeah, and there was basically no wind before, Darcy was saying, so it's just like really increased real quick. Yeah, and we're just worried about the lightning because it's just constant lightning in the background and thunder. We're like right through a storm at the moment, and it's completely circling us on the radar. Like, so there's no real way to get away from it. We would turn and like run or turn and go completely opposite direction or to the side if it looked like there was a way out, but it's just completely circling us, so we're just going to have to keep going. We're kind of marking on the chart where the storm is that we can see to see what direction it's drifting, but at the moment it's just sat on us. So
this is literally the worst. I counted like a 1 second when I saw the flash, and I counted 1 second and then heard the sound, like heard the thunder. And every 1 second you count, it's 3 kilometers, or sorry, every 3 seconds you count, it's 1 kilometer away. I'm too scared to do the transition to miles. But it was like right on top of us. And like, I had just started checking the electronics, and Yvette came up and was just like, hey, so did we just get hit by lightning? So it's, yeah, man. Oh, this is probably worse than when we lost our engines, eh? At least we could like actively do something then.
Yeah, now we're just sitting here. It's, yeah, not a great feeling.
At least it's a tailwind though, eh?
Yeah.
Off of one motor, we're going like 7.5 knots.
Yeah. And so yeah, we didn't have any sails out because it wasn't even windy. We didn't have any wind before. And so we were just motoring along, and then bam, 30 knots. So I mean, for us, I think we're happy that we didn't have any sails out. We didn't have to try and quickly reef them. As we get better with the boat, I think we'll be quicker with that sort of thing, and we potentially pull them out now and go even faster.
No.
Maybe if we were really good sailors.
I don't want to be a really good sailor.
Neither do I. I'm happy. Let's just get out of this and hopefully not get hit by lightning. There's no way I can go back to sleep now. So the wind seems to be dying down now. So we're hoping that means we're going to be at the edge of the storm. It still looks like we're in it basically on radar. And it certainly feels like we're still in it. There's heaps of lightning still. There was one just before that kind of thunder was basically exactly at the same time as an extremely bright lightning. So it felt like it was right on top of us again. I've never heard thunder as loud as this, and I've never seen lightning as bright as this. And like, there's lots of storms where I grew up in the summer, and yeah, it's just, this is crazy. There's just so much constant lightning and just super, super, super bright and loud, and it's quite scary. So I just really want to get out of it.
So we turned the second engine on because we have mechanical engines. So if we got hit by lightning, I don't know if we could fire up the second engine. And so we just have 2 engines running so that hopefully they would just remain running. This is like not fun at all. Like, it's like we are in the middle of a massive lightning storm. So hopefully 2 engines running. If the worst does happen, hopefully they both stay running, or at least one of them does. I don't know what else to do. Just kind of forward, and we keep marking the storm where we think it is on the radar, on the chart plotter. You know, I think at this point maybe we just go inside. There's no ships anywhere close to us, and it's probably not good to be out here. So let's just go inside.
Okay.
So we've unplugged everything we can think of that we don't absolutely need, and we're gonna wrap my phone in aluminum foil just in case we get hit. Hopefully it'll be something. And we're also gonna stick it in the microwave as well. The microwave isn't a complete Faraday cage, but the aluminum foil should be close to it. So here goes nothing.
I want to do mine too.
Okay, we've also unplugged our Starlink.
So it's not a complete Faraday cage because there's glass at the front of the microwave, so it's not completely encased in the metal, but it's the closest thing we have. We don't have an oven. A lot of people use ovens on their boats, and none of it's guaranteed anyway, but figure it's worth a shot just in case. It's so much lightning out there, and the radar is just still all around us storm. We keep going and it's just more and more storm in front. And yeah, I don't know, I don't think it's worth turning around because it looks like it's behind us still anyway, but it's just constant lightning. So we're playing games inside because we've turned off the internet, put all our phones and everything away, and it's just crazy outside, so we're just sitting inside playing games, holding our torches in case the power and everything goes off.
So I just looked up through the hatch, but you can't see anything through because of the spider webbing, but there's so much lightning that it lights up outside, and I saw the mainsail. I saw the white part of the mainsail, which is not great. Stupid mistake that we made. We didn't leave the mainsail like locked in, and it's a roller furling main, so it started to come out. So luckily I caught it really early, and we're kind of in between major wind gusts. The true wind is like 18, but it needs to be wrapped back in. And then we'll just leave it on here on the winch. But that was a silly mistake, but at least we caught it.
Yeah.
Back to the games.
Yeah.
The wind has died right back down. I think it's getting close to 4 a.m. My watch time was over at 2. There's still lightning, but it's mostly behind us and beside us. It's still kind of close. Occasionally we see some lightning in front of us, but it's like 100 strikes behind us and beside us to 1 strike in front of us. And the radar looks like it may be closing back in on us, but we're not 100% sure. And we're still gonna leave both engines on, but I'm gonna try and grab some sleep, because even if I only get like half an hour of sleep, I've been up for quite a long time. If I need to get woken up, I need to get woken up. So Yvette's gonna hold down the fort like a champ, and hopefully we're just gonna kind of speed right through. I think we only have like 10 miles until we change direction, and we're going like 7 knots right now. So you got this, hun?
I do.
I'm going to bed.
Alright.
Enjoy.
Hopefully see you when the sun comes up and it's all nice and blue skies and rainbows and lollipops.
Yeah, our theory is that the lightning is significantly worse at night, because we've only like kind of seen this at night. Even when we're at anchor, it would roll in the evening, and
Sand blast. It was always
blast.
at night time.
Yeah, we wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But man, it is terrifying. Like, I'm glad we're not in it like we were, but crossing my fingers that we stay out of it. So bedtime for me.
Good night. And over there you can see the lights of Colombia. It's quite lit up in this area. And then up ahead, I think there is a container ship quite directly in front of us, but they're not moving. We can see them on AIS. And here you can see the storm. It's kind of this area, and we're going this way up here, and then we're going to make a turn. So I normally love night shifts because I love looking up at the stars, but tonight, because of all those super thick clouds with all the storms, you can't see a single star. It does seem like we're out of it now, touch wood. There's still lightning going on kind of to the side and behind, but in front is looking pretty good. The wind has completely died down. The true wind is actually 7, and because we're going 7 knots, that means what we feel on the boat, the apparent wind, is 0. so there's not even a slight breeze. Definitely can't sail. Just gonna keep motoring now and wait for the sun to come up, and hopefully it's all in the past now, all that crazy lightning. I remember there was some sort of a saying about a red sky. I can't remember what the saying was though, but I think it should be after a hectic night of crazy lightning storms, there's a red sky in the morning that makes it all worth it being out here, because this sky is insane. I can see in the camera that I'm really red, and there's no lights on in the cockpit currently. That's all from the sunrise. Take a look, it's so beautiful. I wouldn't go through the lightning again for that, but it does make it a nice morning.
So we're here in Santa Marta. Whew, man, that was a long passage. We're trying to figure out if we should anchor or go into the marina, and we can't get a hold of anyone in the marina. We have a couple of jobs we need to get done, and we're only going to be here a short while if this weather window holds out to go to Aruba. So we're thinking marina because it makes more sense, because you have to check in here, and we're not sure how to check in because you need an agent, and the marina does it for you. So we're just going to probably anchor and then maybe take the dinghy in and go talk to the marina people. We just went to go into the marina because the communication is not the greatest, and if you notice all that water coming out of our dinghy, it's because the dinghy was filled with water, like I don't know, like this much of water on the dinghy floor. It's been emptying like this for like 5-10 minutes already. We forgot to take the plug out, and that's the first time we've ever forgotten to take the plug out. So I guess these dinghy davits are built tough, but that was really stupid. The dinghy battery was underwater, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. So we have to test that out. At least the dinghy does have a pull start anyway, and there was a flying fish in the dinghy as well. Here's the flying fish. Unfortunately, it did not make it, even with all that water. Maybe it's because it's fresh water. At least we got through it before it smelled.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just anchored here. There's no other boats anchored. The marina is just over there, and we have not been able to get in contact with anyone from the marina to see if they've got a slip for us. They're not answering their phone or radio or anything. So we've just anchored in a spot that seems okay, and we're going to put the dinghy in the water and go over there. And the reason we want to go to the marina is they have an agent through them, or you don't have to get an agent if you stay a night there, and they can do the check-in and check-out of the country. So yeah, that's what we're hoping for, and we get a 35% off discount because we're with the Panama Posse, so it's actually cheap for a night or two, and you save the agent fee, so it comes out about the same.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we picked up a bunch of mosquitoes like a couple hours before we made landfall, and so there's like a lot of mosquitoes just on the boat.
Yeah, it's weird. They all just came at once out in the ocean. I don't know if they came from like a passing boat or what, but they suddenly appeared. I think it's almost finished. It's slowed down a bit at least. right, got the motor started?
That was graceful. Motor started, battery's still good. Still tons of mosquitoes. So, jump in.
Pumped up.
Didn't not pumped up because the inflator was full of water. But hey, we got sunnies. We're cool. We're not panicking. Nope, not in there, not in there. Either here or the floor.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Let go.
Oh,
You just gotta sit on the floor.
let's sit up here.
And you gotta watch where you're stepping. Okay.
Ay. We're a bit of a mess today.
Oh man, a bit of a mess today. Oh, there's a police boat right there. We'll see if it lets us go by in all of our patheticness. Well, we're good. Let's see. They're visibly concerned for us.
Why isn't it bumping up?
It is. It's just taking a while.
Getting really down today.
All right, so we've pumped up underway. Got a couple of weird looks from the police. That's okay. But we can't be looking all shabby when we go to the marina office. So we've seen a bunch of spots available. We were unsure if there were going to be spots available, but there seems to be like 3 or 4 spots available. Hopefully they're not reserved, and we can go into the marina office and make a deal. It's also about to start pouring rain.
So we're waiting for the marina to figure out if they've got space for us, and while we're waiting, we've decided to make the most of the time here and order some food.
1, 2, 3.
I don't think that.
Good? You gotta do your fingerprints here.
So we waited at the marina all day after we went in the dinghy because they were trying to figure out if they had room for us. We didn't book ahead because we had no idea what day we were actually going to be getting here. But eventually they kind of figured it out, and there was plenty of rooms, but they just needed like some time and stuff to figure it out. So anyway, we've finally got the all clear and we're going in. We're going stern in to our port side. We've already checked out the spot while we were in there, we might as well. And we've set up the fenders, set up the dock lines, and we've got some friends in there actually that we met back at Shelter Bay in Panama. We found them here, or they found us actually, and they're going to catch some lines for us. So we're all set to go. Here we are, we've made it to Santa Marta and we're super happy and relieved to be here and made it safely. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and maybe we'll make it to that 20,000 subscribers. Otherwise, thanks for watching and a super duper huge big thanks to our Patreons.